Hello, Gary here for Climb Mechanics, and we're still in lockdown. And even those with their home climbing walls probably aren't getting to do much training for roof climbing. So I figured, how can we use our kitchen tables to train a bit of that? I know I sort of missed the boat on the table climbing fad, but hopefully this is a little bit different. We're going to focus on toe hooks. So these are a few sort of challenges and exercises. We'll see, just to get you feeling what it's like to engage your toe hooks again. Justin and Hakan are going to go through some strength and mobility exercises for this, but this is just an opportunity to play. So this is my kitchen table. It's wooden and sturdy. It's got a bit of a slopey lip, which makes it a bit challenging. So your table will probably vary, so take that all with a grain of salt. And disclaimer, please be careful and don't use rickety furniture that's going to fall on top of you. Cool. So the first exercise, I just want to get you into a toe hook, and we're going to stagger our arms so that it takes some weight off the toes and helps you get into the toe hook. What you really want to do is focus on flexing your tibialis anterior and trying to bring your toe up towards your knee as hard as you can, and really try and keep that engaged. Then we're going to want to straighten our legs and lean the butt as far away from your toes as you can. You really want to try and feel those toes bite. You want to feel force between the toes and the table. Then bring your butt up off the ground, and then try and hang there, and see if you can try some variations, moving your hands around, and see if you can hang from one toe and then the other. Next variation, I'm just going to try to simulate straight arm climbing. So grabbing each side of the table, toes up again, and lifting the hips up, and then trying to straighten the arms and lean as far away from the toes as you can. Straight arm climbing, super good for roof climbing. And next one, we're going to do an ab challenge. So stretched out, hopefully you find a position on the table where this fits, but toe hooking again, stretched out, and then we're going to try and touch one foot as close to your toes as you can, and then see how far you can reach. And yeah, this is a hard one. So this is really good for when you're trying to set a toe hook from a hand-foot match and then drop out of it, or when you're trying to go to a match to match where your feet are, especially for like a bat hang. The next one, we're going to try similar stuff, but we're going to try and walk the toes and switch the tension between one foot to the other. So we're going to start off with hands in opposition on either side of the table, and toe hooking the opposite corner of the table. And then we're going to slowly walk your feet to the other end of the table, and then see if you can match your hands and go back to squeezing the table and walk your feet to the other end. So seeing what it's like to have both hands on one side and your toe hooks on the other, and transitioning that tension. This is just about play and experimenting and finding out what works. It's a bit tricky if you can't get your butt off the ground because you're too tall. And likewise, if you're a bit short for your table, it can be tricky too. But just have a play. See if you can traverse around your whole table just on toe hooks. It's pretty tricky. Maybe try some hand-foot matches and experiment. Crossing your feet, crossing your hands, all sorts of stuff that you might find outdoors. And see if you can mix things up a little bit. So hopefully this is an opportunity to relieve some boredom and train some of your roof climbing weaknesses. Let us know what you've managed to figure out with your table. So yeah, send us through any comments and suggestions, and let us know how you're going. And yeah, stay safe. Yeah, stay psyched, and see you guys on the flip side.